Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the best studio in town. You are on Kems Media and I am Lisa Prudy. Today, joining me is a serial entrepreneur. He is a Masters of Ceremony. He's a CEO. He is the best in town in everything that he does. And today, I'd like to welcome in this studio, Mr. Marechal Tiano. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, Prudy. Thank you.
You're doing so many things. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
a lot of energy.
We have to work hard, as you know. We're doing that together, right?
That's great. Yeah, we're doing that together, and I enjoy working with you, and anytime. And I appreciate what you're doing for our community, especially for our artists. And today you're not coming alone. Who are you bringing with you?
Yeah, today I'm bringing a very young and talented artist, Meka. That I will give you the opportunity to introduce her.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, as you've just heard, I am bringing on today a princess. She's a songwriter, she's a singer, a great performer, and she likes her culture. She likes to showcase her African culture. Well, help me welcome the beautiful Meka. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing very well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
And welcome to Kems Media.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to have this invitation.
We are honored. We know that you have a lot of things that you're cooking right now, and you gave us the honor to come here today and share that with our viewers. What's going on? What's happening in March?
Right, March. We're in March.
Yes.
This month.
Yeah.
Actually, on the 24th, which is 5 days
from now. Yeah.
From now.
Friday.
Right. I have my third album release party. It is titled Katy Katy Dance. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's what is going
really
on.
Amazing. I just like the name of it. Just the name of it is, Katy Katy Dance. It's already so compelling. You just want to start dancing, even though I don't know what that means. What does Katy Katy actually mean?
Well, actually, it's a dance I created. It's chicken. I'm celebrating food.
Oh, wow.
I'm from Northwest Region, Cameroon. I come from a noble family, like what they call royalty. So growing up and looking at my grandmother and my grandfathers and the king himself, the chiefs and the fonts, everyone eat this food, Katy Katy, yes. And they acknowledge it as the only food they recognize as real food.
Wow.
So, I became inspired looking at the Americans celebrating turkey. So I thought I should celebrate Katy Katy and thank God for abundance. And coupled with Don Prince from Minnesota, who is Katy Katy CEO International here in the United States. He distributes Katy Katy. He makes sure that everyone that comes from Cameroon, Northwest Region, or that have been introduced to Katy Katy anywhere in the world, they wouldn't miss it. He's able to deliver it to everyone right at your door.
Wow.
So I felt like, wow, this is amazing. I've never seen a young guy from our culture here in America doing that. That was so unique. So then I got this inspiration and I started writing about Katy Katy. Each time I slept, I could hear a song, Katy Katy, Katy Katy. So, and that's how I came about this song.
Now that you're saying that you grew up in a royal family, so because personally I am from Africa too. I'm from Cameroon.
Exactly.
And I know that if I'm going to call it Katy Katy, if we're talking about chicken, I know that it was a very prestigious meal. Not everybody could have chicken on the table, right? For a meal. I mean, for you as a princess, it was easy, but there are some people that would only get to eat chicken when it's Christmas time or when it's New Year. So you being in that royal environment, did you get to see so many Katy Katy walking around in the compound? Or?
Exactly. I mean, my grandfather from my mother's side, he had a lot of poultry. There was sometimes when you visited the farm, so many chickens run to welcome you. They all fly around you, and they're not gonna harm you. It's just so many thousands of chickens. Like, come on, I need a space. I need a space. And they all run towards you. And sometimes he throws the corn to make you kind of like, oh, this is overwhelming. I can't stand this. So, and then when I go to the palace, like, I wasn't really used to go visiting the palace too much because there's so much going on there that I wasn't I was raised in the city. So when I go to visit in the palace, and the phone would tell me, you have to be here often so you can know the culture and certain things. And I don't need to know the culture. It's like, you need to know it. Did I know that I was going to be singing and defending my culture to the world. So sometimes when I see him, people visit, he gives them a chicken to go back home with. And I'm like, why do you keep giving people chickens to go back home? He's like, that is how it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
When someone visits the palace, they don't leave empty. And one of the things that is significant is giving them chicken.
Absolutely.
So they can have a Katy Katy meal at home.
And not everybody has access to chicken.
They visited the king of the land, so they have to have a noble plate back home, and that's how, all these things is all from back home. So I can think.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you speak about that with a lot of passion. That means you ended up really loving that culture, because when we see how you, even those of our viewers looking at us today, they are gonna be a little bit surprised that you have this African attire and there's something missing on your hair, because they always see you with a lot of African cultural stuff and princess stuff. So is that how you finally decided from the advice of the fun and the chief that you have to?
Actually, they wanted me to know so much about culture.
Yeah.
My people wanted me to learn culture because they were afraid that I was going to end up like, because I used to perform and dance when I was a little girl.
Okay.
But I was mostly performing artists like Beyonce and Rihanna kind of music, and Celine Dion. So they wanted me to know my culture, but they didn't want to force it on me.
Okay.
But then when I started writing my own songs, I had inspiration come in a cultural form, and I was like,
amazing.
Where is this coming from? I need to write a song like pop music, something like that. That's what I want. And then I sleep again and I hear songs singing in my head, and it has all sorts of cultural drums and melodies. And I'm like, this is weird. What kind of song was that? And why is it coming in my dream? Did I go in a party or something? And then when I talked to my grandfather about all these dreams, and he said, do you hear songs? And I said, yes. He said, so when you hear them, get up and then write them down, so that you remember, or maybe you find a way to record them or sing them over and over if you don't have a phone or anything. Because I didn't have a phone.
How old were you?
I was somewhere between 14, 15, 16, somewhere around there. I can't really tell, but I knew that was the age, I didn't have a phone at that time. In Cameroon, you don't have phones given to you sometimes at that age. Yes. They say, oh, they don't want you chatting up with young guys, and they want to protect you.
I understand, but I have a question for you. It seems to me like your family welcomed your talent as an artist, as a singer, as a performer.
Right.
Most of the time, it's something that is not very much valued by families because they want you to go to school. So what happened with your family? It looks like they're supporting you in what you're doing.
Actually, my mother was the backbone of all this. She made me perform before people when I was 5 years and younger. I think my last memories were 5. But I have always been performing or saying speeches and rhymes and stuff like that in school, and being at the forefront of the camera and all that stuff. So that played a lot of role. They say raise up a child in a way when she grows up, or he's not going to depart from it. And I think that is so much in me, what my mother planted in me. And when I found myself so free on stage, I think it's part of the training she did when I was a little girl. So it wasn't strange to me anymore.
That's
so
amazing.
and of course she welcomed it because she's a happy lady. She's always been a happy lady. She's of late, but she's always been a very happy woman, and that is what I totally inherited from her.
Well, that's amazing. I really love your story, and one thing that's important for me to know, and I'm sure my viewers as well, is what happened. I mean, you had 2 albums already, and I'm sure you were working with some people when you were launching those albums, but now you got to meet this CEO right here, Marechal. How did the meeting happen? How did you get to how did you get in touch with each other?
Actually, I had we've met when I came into the United States about 2.5 years ago, and we met. He was organizing some musical stuff. It was a beautiful musical
very
concert.
active. It's
I
very
don't
active.
remember what the musical concert was all about.
I'm sorry, there are
but-
many of them. So,
so many. So
I feel
and
you.
someone had told him that there's a young girl in town, and he was humble enough to call me and say, "Oh, you are in town, and I want to see what you can do. Do you know me?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know you, but I love to know it." So he came looking for me and said, "Okay, I am doing this concert, and I want to make sure that young talents like you are noticed."
Wow,
And that's how we met.
That's amazing. And how did you feel when you heard about her? You heard that she was in town, and that's what you do with so many people. You always prompt to go towards them and help them get known and really live their talent.
Right. Actually, her uncle called me and said, I have a niece in town. She's a performer, singer. And I said, okay, give me your number. I actually called her and drove to her house. We spoke. She told me that I was going to launch her second album, actually.
Okay.
And it didn't happen, maybe because when she just moved in, she have so many people talking to her, and
Okay.
maybe she didn't actually know what I was doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, for the third one, she called me from Minnesota and say, hey, Marechal, I think this is the right time. I've been following you on what you are doing. So I guess for this Katy Katy album release, I think PDM production will be the one to do the job.
That's
Exactly.
great. So that means this is a mature decision. You didn't just spontaneously decide to go with Marechal without really knowing what he was doing. You took the time to know the person
Right.
who's going to get involved in launching this album, which I'm sure has a little bit more importance to your eyes as compared to the previous ones. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's something special about this album.
Well, they say you grow, you grow, you grow. This is my third album, and I'm still young, I know, but I feel like I've worked really harder than I've ever worked before, and I needed someone that is serious in what he's doing to handle the album. So I was I kept looking around, and I'm a very curious person, and I love to go for what is recommended.
Yes.
So I decided to work with Marechal, looking at the things that he has done physically, and I'm like, okay, I've just watched you do things. It's time for me to experience you. It's time for me to experience you, and then you're not gonna let me go, because I'm not gonna let you go
Oh wow.
unless you handle this for me. And of course, he's on board, and it's amazing to have him on board. And looking forward and praying that it be a blast off even
It's
in
definitely
history. Of
gonna
course,
be.
we want to make.
Absolutely.
grow.
I can guarantee you that, because I've been working closely with him on so many other projects and events, and he takes everything that he does very seriously, and
Yeah.
this is not to flatter you.
Exactly.
I like
Thank you,
to work
Prudy.
with professionals, and
Thank you.
I'm really proud of what you're
Yeah.
doing, and I'm sure this is going to be a success. But I'm very curious about something. This young lady, she's very beautiful, and I'm sure my viewers there are many questions popping in their heads, and they're like, okay, there's been this rumor that you secretly got married in California. So can you tell us a little bit about that? Did you secretly get married?
Oh my God! You know, rumor comes out. Sometimes you don't know why people rumor, but it looks like it is. You cannot grow up unless you're rumored about, which is one of those things that I've learned to welcome. And marriage is. What do they mean marriage? Like, am I married to God? Because there are so many kinds of marriages. I could
Absolutely.
be married to God. I
Even
could
to your
be
work
married
as
to
an
my
artist.
work. I could be married to. So I don't know when they say marriage. They didn't specify it.
Okay.
And really, do you really want me to answer that question? Come on.
Okay,
We
that's
can do that
fine.
some other time.
That's okay. I tried. Well, my dear viewers, you see, I tried. So keep following her on her Facebook, her Instagram, Lily Meka. I'm sure if there's anything, it's going to be coming from her. You know, we don't need to hear what people are saying out there. Marechal, I would like to give you the opportunity to tell us about the event itself, the album release. It's happening this coming Friday, the 24th of March, and it's in Capitol Heights, the Hampton, a very beautiful hall.
Right,
What are
right.
you promising to the
Yeah,
public?
definitely we chose one of the best hall in town for this event, because we are planning to have something wonderful. And then the DJ we pick for that event. DJ Yannick the Situation, he's the one in town now that everybody is talking about.
Absolutely.
That hall gonna be very well decorated, so I'm inviting everybody. And also, pretty very important, the price.
Yes.
Because when we go to the Hampton, most of the time the price is
60,
70,
75.
60, 75. But this time I say, okay, we know that it's not easy because we keep having party every day. So I'm going to try to put a affordable price so everybody can come there for visitors and support. So now the regular ticket is only $20 and the VIP $50. And on the VIP table, you're going to have one bottle of champagne, wine, and whiskey. So
that's amazing.
We try to work with people, and definitely we already sold about 300 tickets as now. So definitely that hall going to be packed on Friday. So I just invite people to come and support Lily, because Lily doesn't just do any type of music. She do folkloric music. Absolutely. And it's very hard to get into that. It's not just those type of music you get into studio and you start singing. So you need to be inspired before you can get into those type of music.
And she is inspired. It goes all the way from her how she looks, how she dresses, how she carries herself with so much grace. And I believe that's probably from her background as a princess growing in a royal family and all of that. So Lily, I'm sure we already have over 300 people coming, a lot of special guests coming from all over the country, from other states and from out of the country as well.
Right.
So how ready are you to really entertain your guests next Friday?
I'm very ready, and I'm very thankful to welcome all of them here. It's my pleasure. It's an honor. It doesn't come every day. It doesn't come every time. That's and I'm so honored to welcome everyone flying in here. I have so many people coming in from out of country. I have so many people within Washington and Maryland, and that is so pleasing to my heart to know that they appreciate my work.
Absolutely.
And of course, this event, like I say, is for Lily Meka Foundation. It's my talent that God gave me. He didn't give me for nothing. So I thought that performing, singing, and being happy is not just only for me. I want to see people smile out there. I want to see people's heart being healed. I want to see people healed from stress. I want to see people smiling, people, kids as well. So that's why I decided that from this album, all my albums, each time I launch, I have a foundation. I look back onto my foundation.
So the proceeds of this event are actually going towards your charity work with the Lily Meka Foundation?
Part of it, I use it to support my foundation, and then part of it, I use it to empower myself and in my work, and to make sure that I produce good music for my followers and for my people. All of you are my family. Without you, I will not do what I am doing. Without you, there will be no Lily Meka. So I'm so thankful that you all have stood behind me all this time, all this while, to make me who I am today. And yeah, I'm blessed.
That's awesome. And for those who don't know Lily Meka and who are discovering her today, I am sure that you can have access to her YouTube page and her Instagram page, her Facebook page. Follow her on social media, and you're going to have a sneak peek of some of her past albums, and certainly the new one. You will be able to see what she can do, what she's capable of doing. And the best thing that I like about her is not only her voice. She has a very beautiful voice, but it's her performance. The way she performs on stage is amazing, and the way she really showcases that culture of ours from Africa, it's great. So don't come to this event alone. You have to come accompanied by someone else, and probably someone from another culture, an American, somebody who doesn't know anything about African culture. Give them that opportunity to discover what Lily Meka has in store for us.
So Prudy, if you allow me to say something,
yes.
She won't be the only one to perform, because we have local artists who decide to support Lily that gonna be on the stage before she come over. And really, us Cameroonian, we asking ourselves why our musicians are not doing well. That's just because we don't support. Most of the time, we spend our time supporting people singing about calling names, sex, but Lily actually is doing a very rare reason. So I'm calling on you guys on Friday, March 24. The address is going to be below the screen to come and support our culture and our oral culture. Thank you, Prudy.
That's awesome. I'm sure if we keep supporting each other this way, we're definitely gonna go very far. Because alone you can go a certain number of miles, but if we are many of us, we are together, we can go very, very far. I'm sure there's some people supporting you, because launching an album is great. You have it powered by BJM Productions and our own Marechal Tiano, but do you have special support or sponsors or people that are really sharing this event?
Yep, I've had a lot of support all from the beginning until now. My first album until the third one. God is amazing. He is awesome. He's always placing the right people at the right time and in the right spot. Yes. And we give all the thanks to God. And like I said, I would love to see my dream grow bigger. And without you, that dream cannot come to pass. When I got to the United Nations, and I was we were given awards as artists with one voice. It kind of opened my mind. It kind of showed me that you can do better, and I am looking forward to making my foundation something that every child, not every child, but any child that I lay my hands on can be able to smile, and to see children are motherless out there, and I'm doing this because I love to see people smiling. I love to see people healed, like I said before, and so kids are my biggest target. When I lost my mom, I know how it is to be without a mother, and I can say I was blessed to have grown up to the age of 19 before I lost her, which was still very horrible to me. But I have seen children who do not have parents, both parents, and I have seen children who are affected with malaria. I have been affected with malaria. I have been sick of malaria countless times in Cameroon, and I know how it is, how frustrated it can be, and how it can kick from 0 to 100 and just kill someone in 1 minute. So children with malaria are my target, so I want to fall back on them, donate mosquito nets, and do something in their lives, and also look to some of these kids motherless, because I am motherless and I know the pain that comes with. So please, I welcome you all as you come into Washington, D.C., as you fly in here, and those coming from nearby, as you drive, as you carry yourself to come to support Lily Meka Foundation, Lily Meka Artwork, and to support Lily Meka as a person. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Lily. Thanks for coming on Kems Media today.
Thank you
Marechal Tiano, thank you for visiting Kems Media today.
Thank you, Prudy.
And dear viewers, thank you for your time. We really appreciate you. And I'm sure you've learned a lot about Lily Meka today, just enough to know that she's a woman with a good heart. She loves children, and she would like to make music, not for the sake of music only, not just for the sake of entertainment, but she would like to make art in order to be able to save lives, in order to be able to give a smile to children out there. Thank you for watching. I am Lisa Prudy.
I don't know if you want to hear an a cappella. You know, I love doing a cappellas.
Let's do it.
Koi kavasuna kulele lili yoba dalunga kigatni mo vi bandili ni wong wasan nendu show eh wong wore koi kawan vera yitata shamin zemerini ye sumali memia Koka vasuna kulele nyoba dalunga kigatni mo Vibanili ni wong worsen in the show. Sako kavasuna kulele, nyoba dalunga ki animo.